Hey guys, it's JP Dillon. This is going to be kind of a show and tell video today. Our subject is a Marantz 2220B, and the purpose of this video is to explain the importance of examining a unit prior to purchase. And let me just show you what you don't want to see when you buy one of these things. You don't want to see that. This is a machine that has lived on the beaches of Del Mar for its entire life. It's in a beach house. It's literally about maybe 300 feet from the water. And you can see that the rust has taken its toll on the majority of this set. Just everywhere you see. Now you might not be able to see pictures of the insides of the guys listing it on eBay or whatnot. But what you can do is take a look at the back. And if we turn the back around, you can see all the screws are equally rusty. You can see the corrosion on all of the jacks. Somebody brought this into me for repair, and there were so many things wrong with it. So many things. All as a function of it living by the ocean. Now, first and foremost, the most important thing is beach disease. And I've gone over this topic before, and it's really hard to see here. Maybe I'll get the magnifier out and show you. But saltwater air is extremely destructive to these units. So let me get a magnifier and see if we can get up close with it. So here's an example of what the maritime air does. As you can see, the points that exit the transistor, the leads, are covered in this crusty looking fuzz. And the electrical currents that flow through the transistor in combination with the salt air cause electrolysis on the leads. It breaks the hermetic seal. Now when the seal is broken, the corrosive effects of this get into the wafer and they destroy the transistor internally. They wreak havoc from causing leakage to noise to arcing, crackling, sputtering, you name it, it happens. And there were a whole pile of transistors in this set and other parts that had been eaten in that manner. So these are the pile of parts that all had corrosive effects from the saltwater air. All the leads had been eaten. Things had gotten in, corrosion had gotten inside and had destroyed the components. So those all had to be replaced. Also, the tuner assembly on this machine is trash. I have very carefully cleaned it, degreased it, gotten as much corrosion off of the fins that I can, but it's ruined. It will never have any good sensitivity or selectivity. It's a very marginal radio with about the performance of a cheap Chinese desktop portable. Also, I had to very thoroughly clean all of these pots because the corrosive effects made it so that you couldn't set the bias or offset without risking damage to the amplifier. One of those transistors in that pile there was a driver transistor for the series pass regulator, which because of the corrosive effects would intermittently short and kill the 35 volt supply. Let's see what else. I had to pull apart the lamp housing and clean all the corrosion off of the lamp sockets so that the lamps would work. When you see a rust bucket, you just walk away. You don't try to fix it. This guy is nuts. The guy who owns this thing has some sentimental attachment to this thing, and he's spending literally in upwards of $300 to $400 to make sure everything on this set works. This very set, where you for $400 you could buy one in really nice condition that doesn't need a whole lot. So I've gotten it to the point, it's been about 4 hours worth of work troubleshooting each every individual circuit here and finding defective parts and replacing them so that it works. And it even managed to eat up a ceramic filter in the IF strip, which I replaced. But just, folks, when you see a rust bucket, let it go. don't try to pursue it. Unless there's not another one on planet Earth, or you have some crazy attachment to it, you will spend your life troubleshooting these things. And there's a fair chance that after I give this thing back a month or two later, something else is going to go wrong with it. So it's going to be disclaimer city on the paperwork saying, hey, this is a beach machine. It's been heavily invaded by saltwater corrosion. It's probably not going to be absolutely stable or reliable unless you spend a whole bunch more time. However, right now, I've gotten this one working. Alright, so right now, see, it's got a little bit of flutter on startup, but that calms down a little bit. But we do have, oh, that's new. Speak of the devil. So, I don't know if that's my scope probe or what. Yeah, it's my scope probe. Thank God. I didn't want to have to tear this thing apart again. Suddenly see the gain shooting through the roof. But it's putting out its 20 watts per channel like it's supposed to. I had a problem in the preamp. Some little resistor had gotten eaten that was killing a voltage divider and causing loss of one of the inversion stages. The protection circuit didn't work. The regulated power supply didn't work. And then let's see here. If we go to FM, and let's turn up my signal generator. Even connected to the antenna terminals. Let's see. So it's kind of drifting back and forth here. I haven't worked out all the bugs with the muting circuit yet. But if we hook our signal generator directly up, this thing has a sensitivity of about, you can see we're getting down to the 30 microvolts. Let's center it again. Let's turn off stereo. So we have a sensitivity directly coupled of about 15 microvolts. This is supposed to be about 3 microvolts, so the sensitivity sucks. This will get all your local strong stations, but otherwise forget about it. The stereo multiplexer does work. You can see right and left I have separation there. But again, this is hours and hours of work and hundreds of dollars to the customer. And so, yeah, long and short of it, when you see a rust bucket, walk away. Just find another one. Sell it for parts, do whatever you want to do with it. Just don't mess with it. That's my advice to you. If you're going to buy one of these used things, make sure it's not a beach machine. Get a nice, clean inlander from the desert. It's better to be buried in the desert than to be used near the ocean. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening to the rant. More stuff to come.